Holy cow, guys, the sun finally came out. My paddleboard was in there. There we go. Guys, we're going to climb on the deck again. Hi guys, we're really getting this. I really love it. And big propel forward right after the roof. Just like that guy. Holy cow!
Yeah, man. OMG.
Hey everyone, your girl is here. So coming to you today, I literally just did a 20-minute video, and I couldn't think how to do it, you know, in less time. I finally was able to do it. Obviously, I filled up my car. It was like 3:39 and 3:65 up in my new area. So obviously, I came another 20 miles, you know, to where about where I used to be. To fill up. Obviously I did a test of it. I already filled up and then I drove straight to my new place. It's only like a quarter of a gallon of gas. So more than likely, guys, like I used, I used, it's going to be worth it, right? Definitely. And also I got my whiteboard. You guys can see marble is good. It's not like the surface, like my car here. And other surfaces like wood, where if you spill something on it and you get something in there, you know, there's so many different little grooves in there, and because it's such a small surface, I know I keep looking for the eagle, it's such a small surface, and you know, it just dries up quickly and all of that. So I was finally able to think about, you know, how to bring this up. So obviously, in less than 20 minutes, obviously. So obviously everybody knows, like, CBS Miami, obviously I watch them a lot, right? So obviously they had a thing on their page that, like, the top 3 issues, and also this is the 7th time that I've had to do this, raise the roof, right? For nice Pennsylvania weather, finally. So obviously they had an issue. It was like the 7 or 3 things that Gen Z, or employers, have with Gen Z, right? And one of them was that they're too sensitive, right? And I covered that before on my page. So obviously, if anybody's ever been to McDonald's or like a different store, or they have kids who do paintings and then they hang the kids' paintings in the stores, you know, you guys usually see like the sun is like red, orange, or yellow. Obviously, everybody knows that. And obviously, kids, right, like kindergartners, are able to grasp that and know right away. And no, I'm not saying that people are acting like children. I'm just saying, you guys get the point. So most people associate, you know, being, you know, highly sensitive, right, and, you know, too sensitive, right, highly sensitive, too sensitive, you know, with, you know, being able to have empathy. So obviously, like I said before, you know, try to focus on, try to make, you know, have one part of the statement be, okay, this is validation. It might not be exact validation the way I would word it, but, you know, I definitely want to go along and see that the second half isn't that bad, right? It's like, you can't really judge emotional pain, right? Like, we can judge physical pain to an extent. You guys hear like an alligator is this much, you know, hippos are like this much, and you can kind of get a sense of it, right? Or like if a person fell into an electrical plant, right, it's the equivalent of this many, right? You guys know what I'm talking about. So we can judge physical pain, but you can't really judge emotional pain. So whenever I say about the ADX Florence, we're actually talking about we're not validating and saying ADX Florence, people who work there have more emotional pain and sorrow and suffering. We're asking to look at the second half of the statement, and not get fixated on the first as, and just get stuck there. Holy cow. I don't know what's wrong with I definitely need something to drink, and I already drink all my water. So anyhow, guys, like I said, if you can take, a doctor giving you information, let's say perhaps you had that tragic news, right? Like I said, losing someone to suicide versus losing someone, jeez, from, like the DUI, it's like impossible to judge and say, well, this person has more, emotional pain than this person, right? Like, it's next to impossible. Time number 9 now. Well, really 8 or 9. It's one of the two. But anyhow, like I said, so obviously, when it comes to, the second half of the statement, right? So it's like, don't you think, right, that, and I'm trying to think of how I can relate this back to the examples that I've shared. So don't you think that you could count your blessings, especially since, you don't, have a terrible disease, right, that makes you lose all your hair, right? Don't you think that you could not be just as selfish as the women with the 4B movement after Trump came out and they shaved all their hair, and then they were forced to feel empathetic for the women who were like, well, I can't have any hair, right? So now I really feel, like I'm ugly and disgusting. And you really basically drove that home by just throwing it away like that. So don't you think that, just because, like, would you have the same response, right? So if they get triggered by saying, don't you think you could have a little empathy, right? It's like, well, I mean, would you respond the same way if an actual woman who didn't have any hair, right, tried to come onto the team? Would you have the same, response, and it's just like complete childishness. Obviously, I think it was an AI generated video. Like, you could tell she was looks like she was trying to read like a script, and obviously the profile picture looked like it was AI. But you guys get the point. It's like, so if you can, like I said, twisting it back to the beginning here, right? So if you can make those first initial, it's like, yeah, she might not look like, societal beauty standards, right? Like, she might not look like Katy Perry or Carrie Underwood, but that doesn't mean, that you should just act that way, and make that, like, the second half of the video, and make that like this, like you're making it the end of the world. It's like, would you have the same reaction, right? It's like, obviously, like, one time I took a picture of a person who was beside me at traffic, to show my friend. It's like, oh, this person came through the drive-thru, right? So obviously it's like, would they have the same reaction, right? If I took a picture of a serial number on a $5 bill that, let's say the serial number was all 5s, right? If I got something like that, I'd keep that thing for life. But you guys get the point, right? So it's like, I mean, would you react the same way, right? Like, I'm obviously not posting it on the same scale, right? Like, I'm not going to post your, on, still haven't done it to this day on my YouTube page, or I haven't done it on my Instagram. So it's like, would you react the same way, right? If you saw me taking pictures, to send to somebody. And obviously, what I'm saying? Like, they're not the type that's gonna be like, oh my god, yeah, let me, oh my god, look at this girl's brunette hair. Was it actually brunette? I'm not gonna say. But you guys get the point, right? So it's like, would you respond the same way? So would you respond the same way, if I told you, well, I mean, it could be a lot worse, right? Like, you could actually have this going on. You could have a teammate that that tends to get rather sick, and might partially vomit right? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, they might have some gastro issues, right? So it's like, you know, and they do like a mini vomit, right? So you're passing them the ball and they forget about it, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, always something to ask yourself. Obviously, you know, a lot of people tend to lose respect then for, you know, different things. Obviously with football, like, it's different. And I would assume that the NFL has a pretty high, you know, obviously a lot of the football players, right, like, they go out and do crimes. Like, I forget the one person, I think he was a Baltimore Ravens player, raped all those women. You know, sometimes they just do silly things that isn't necessary. It's just like the more advantage, which actually isn't the case, because, you know, a lot of women, obviously much more, you know, top than me, obviously beat me running. So if you want to play that, you know, with anything, right, it's like, no, right, like, obviously I'm, you know, everybody knows I'm cis too, but you guys get the point, right? So it's like, you know, I bet you really, whenever it boils down to it, they really don't have that much. And even an Olympic swimmer could beat me at my swimming, right? And I'm also a female too, obviously, everybody knows that. But you guys get the point, right? So it's just like, you know, all of this just nonsense about that, and it's just like so weird too. You know, well, before I finish all of that, so let's finish with, so like I said, if you wouldn't respond that way, ask yourself why. And if you can't figure out why, I guess just, you know, live, you know, in confusion, or live in misery, live as misery as a choice. Because a lot of people say that misery is a choice, and that actually is very, very true, guys. You have to choose to be miserable, and it takes more energy to go out of your way to be miserable than it does just to, you know, try to get along, right? So it's like, if you can, again, you know, take the first part and then not just focus on the one part, but focus on one part, and make it positive with the validation, don't you think that you could bloom like a beautiful butterfly? You know what I'm getting at, guys, and stuff like that. So it's just like, all of this just nonsense. You know, I'm going to post a picture near here at the end, and it kind of goes off what I said before. It's like, you don't look like Katy Perry, you know, it's like, what the heck, right? Or Carrie Underwood, or you don't still look amazing in your 50s like Shania Twain, right? So, you must be a man, right? It's like, stop, guys. Like, you know, it's almost like it lowers yourself, like a very, I'm pretty sure YouTube would have taken the comment down one time, but one time I saw a post on one of those, and it said, what does gender and the Twin Towers have in common? And I'm not even gonna finish to write the rest. Like, my blood boils, and, you know, obviously I'm having a very good day. If I want it, you know, there might be some raising of my voice, and very stern, right? Because it was not okay. So you basically lower yourself to that level, whenever you know, do all that stuff. And like I said, with, you know, making money and all of that. So a majority, though, of people who get paid millions of dollars to toss around a football and all of that, obviously they put to work a lot of good work. You know, like that Peyton Manning thing of the year or something, Walter Payton, I think it's called. You know, obviously that's how I learned about the Steelers run. I actually never even knew that it existed until I saw it in their pregame, and they shared about it. So it's just like, you know, a lot of that stuff, you know, it's just normal. I get a lot of money, I'm a celebrity, but sometimes it just goes way too far, and you just lower yourself so low. And, you know, it's nice to have somebody, you know, plant that seed, like I said with my question, right? So, yeah, and I've already said the question a lot of times. I don't want to make this another 20 minutes. I'm already at 13. But I hope everybody, you know, enjoyed, my nice little addition. I just think it's crazy, that, you know, like I said, you know, I was just talking about that, and it's like, you know, you don't really think of, oh, it's another 20 years off, and then you start seeing all of these electric vehicle charging ports. It's like, oh, maybe it's not. Goodbye to my own car, right? Even I had that going to Miami with that stinking car, right? Like, I didn't even want it to slam on the brakes sometimes, and it just slammed me on the brakes. I'm like, no, my driving. So you guys get the point, but I just wanted to share all of that. And go back to what I was saying. So post the picture here. You know, and you guys can see, obviously I'll post in the description, there's a lot of different things, but it's like, it takes more money, energy to go out of your way to say, you know, her groin area is completely flat, which is just, you know, obviously people who don't, you know, go out enough and have real life experiences, and obviously are on the, you know, right or wrong. I don't really go into the, but I can stand up too, right? Like I said before, it's like, oh, let's focus more on, hey Natalie, you know, did your pro or anti stance change, right, after your experience here, right? It's like, stop, right? Stop with the inappropriate, right? I was obsessed about the minutes, right? Stuff like that. You guys get the point. So anyhow, like I said, I'll post it here, and then I'll post in the, you know, it's like, you know, there's a lot of different things, you know, that causes us females to not, you know, be completely flat. Obviously, we have pads. Not all women, you know, like to wear tampons and menstrual cups. So you guys get the point. So obviously there's that. Obviously the position sometimes, where certain things, might bind together and be a little bulkier, depending on, you know, how far up and down. And then obviously standing up, you know, the whole dynamic shifts. And it can kind of, you know, depending on the hips, right? Like, you know, some women are born with wider hips. Obviously all women are born with hips that are capable, obviously, of having a child. So obviously, you know, sometimes the stomach too can leave a little deception, you know, and, you know, it's just a whole bunch of different things down. I don't want to do, like, you know, that's, you know, yeah, get naked in front of the, obviously I am in my car in an area, right? But you guys get the point. So there's a lot of different things, that can cause, you know, it to not, you know, appear, right, completely flat and very mini, or just completely flat line, and to the sides and all of that. So, I also wanted to obviously share all of that too. You know, and then obviously, other, factors is, obviously the, sometimes the sewing in the bottoms too. I know I'm going like right on up in right now. So some of the sewing in the bottoms, can prevent or can cause, you know, sliding down, up, way up in. So obviously that can happen. There's just a lot of different, things, and obviously everybody knows that, right? So I guess you can, so yeah, so even this here, right, like it's more of like a landing strip down here. So you guys get the point. So there's just a lot of different things, obviously, that cause us to not be completely flat. Obviously we might have on just a small liner, we have on a big liner, a heavier liner, daily liner, getting close to, you know, our menstruation, which is obviously at the very start, which is the follicular phase. Like I said before, there's actually 2 phases, but 4 phases. But again, guys, I don't want to get into sex ed and, you know, all these different, you know, all that stuff. You guys get the point. So it was just, you know, and then I'll post, you know, all of the, things in here that a lot of people who hate and say that, you know, they're just, wannabes and weak men, Obviously it's like, nope, that's actually not the case. You know, because then maybe this person here is trans, because of, again, all the things in the description. So anyhow, guys, now that I branched off and I started with about 2 minutes of talking, 4 minutes, 3 minutes, so 3 minutes of the footballs, and then obviously a little bit of way on up in, you know. So now that I talked about that as well, and a little bit of, you know, PMS, oh, not really PMS. PMS is in the luteal phase, during, and ovulation is that 4th phase, technically too, like I said. So, anyhow, guys, my gram just texted me. This ended up being 20 minutes anyhow, so, thanks for watching, everyone, and like I said, check the description, and, you know, don't, you know, again, like I said, you can focus on one thing and make it a positive, so just because it wants it exactly, you know, or just answer that really tough question, or just continue to wait, and then figure it out yourself, you know, why you were so selfish towards yourself then, you know, and yeah, just not wanting to answer, or being cantankerous, or whatever it is, just try to find that, you know, reason. So anyhow, guys, I will talk to everyone later. Thanks for watching, and like I said, check the description for all the different things that I said. It's like, it's actually the inappropriate then. It's like, I'm not, you know, racial profiling. I actually am looking at the whole picture. It's like, no, you're not. You're actually racial profiling, because you're having a really hard issue, a really hard time answering the question that I posed, you know. So anyhow, guys, thanks for watching, and if anybody else out there, you know, is, you know, having a hard time coping, you know, try to answer the question and look at other videos too. I know I'm not the only person on YouTube who does positive self-help videos. So yeah, guys, talk to you guys later. Nice little 21 minutes exactly. Hey everyone, your girl Liz here. So obviously, yes, my top was up the whole way in McDonald's. Obviously, it's the next day. I don't know how to do a line thing, so I'll just do it on here. So obviously, too, if there's more, I don't know what to call it, muscle or even fat, really, I guess it is. So if there's more fat at the bottom part of the thighs, and they don't give themselves a wedgie as well, obviously pulling them up, there's more of a security gap in up here, where obviously most of the times it is, but you guys saw just a real little part of the line, in the one picture, with the heart. So there's obviously that too, and then as they extend the, you know, everything below the hood, maybe just a slight little bit below the hood, starts to become available. Not available, you guys get the point. And then there's also, if it's, because, you know, like some women, whenever, you know, who are just have no fat anywhere, whenever they stand, it's like and they do like their feet shoulder width apart, like this pose I've done, obviously then it's like completely flat. But, you know, there's obviously different ways, you know, like I said, but now if it's more in the booty, then you have other things happening. And obviously now people have pulled in beside me, so I can't be feeling down there and all of that stuff. But you guys get the point. Hey everyone! Jeez, my freaking music was not going to stop again. Hey everyone, your girl Liz here. Hey everyone, your girl Liz here. So I just got back from freaking 4.24 miles, almost 4 2/4. Watch, it's gonna play my song now, right? Yeah? It's 5 o'clock. Oh my god. Anyhow, guys, obviously I love that song. I played it coming back from Miami, and it was obviously my first song starting down, but I didn't. Hey everyone, your girl is here, so you can see how close he is. And here's that hole. It's still like right there. And if he's gonna walk up this close at this end, and there's babies, I kind of want to go tell them about that. Hey everyone, your girl is here, so I'll have to blur my background. Anyhow, this is a great song to finish it with. Obviously I didn't finish right at the end of it, but you guys can see. Alright guys, I'm gonna be ready for black and yellow. Everything I do it big. Anyhow guys, I just want to share that I literally outran the storm this time. Very excited. Thing. Oh my god, here it is guys. Anyhow, I wore these yellow and then I wore those bikinis underneath, which fits in perfectly. Oh my god! Oh my god! Look at it go! Oh my god guys. That was great. I planned it perfectly. I know I shouldn't be recording, but there it is, guys. Came out like crazy. There it is. I looked in the mirror. Oh my god, I'm in the rainbow. I am in the rainbow. Oh my god. Oh, and get some freaking bits. Oh my god. Guys, this is the weirdest thing that I just saw, and yes, I am parked now. There's very little.
Life, love, friends, and family.
What are you doing?
That's what makes it so multi-generational. Whether you're 5 or 75, the Beach Boys music is part of our DNA, isn't it?
Florida Keys. I'm waiting for them to play their Kokomo song. Oh yeah.
I'm so lucky to be on from time to time, and I always take that opportunity to thank
They're starting to smell.
Tonight, will you join me?
I know. They're getting just peachy.
There's the remaining ones.
Oh yeah.
He always wore a shirt like that.
And the dearly missed Dennis Wilson. Now, when we listen to the Beach Boys, we tap into our collective innocence. The music unifies us around a California dream that everyone can agree on, right? Sun, fun, freedom, and love.
Or if this, because how did they put this together so fast?
Oh me, believe me, they have ways to do it.
Biggest hits, California girls. Here is Wibd.
Do you see the girl? Hey everyone, your girl is here. So here I am. I officially got undressed, and look how freaking still adorable I am. Oh my god. I had to really watch it there, guys. Oh my god. Look at how adorable. Oh my god. So freaking cute, guys. Anyhow, guys, beyond adorable, I'm gonna have to make this a screenshot. Take a thumbnail of this, because this will definitely be a thumbnail for one of my videos. Guys, do you see how far up this is? This is gonna be sad. See? Look. This is right where my moneymaker is. Guys, this is so sad. Guys, that's so sad. Hey everyone, your girl is here. So here I am home. You guys can see just how wet obviously my bra has gotten. A lot of big suntan today. So let me turn around and check it out. There we go. So definitely big burn today. So let me do the bottoms now. Nope, nothing much down there. But, well, maybe a little bit. Up here. Nope. Definitely up top though. You guys can definitely see that. I'm gonna go ahead and blur that first time. It was a little bit too much. Just covering on both arms. Right about there. So there we go. Anyhow guys, thanks for watching. No, be careful, Alyssa. Dang, look at that tan. It's insane. There you go guys. I literally just got a little better pose. As soon as I ended the film, I was like, great. And then I stood here and I was like, oh, dang. Perfect. Oh god. There's that. Pop it on. Anyhow guys, thanks for watching. They're jumping up and down. Oh my god guys. Guys, he is so beautiful. Hey, you stupid robin. The robin with the worm in its mouth keeps going. Guys, I'm gonna check this. Holy cow guys, the sun finally came out and now I can do a little bit more and improved videos from earlier today. So let's go along. Alright, and now I'm actually not going to just pause that and end that and then make another film like I did for the 4th of July. I'm just going to continue and then just cut that out. Anyhow, you guys can see I am here in my phone. Obviously it's best to do a welcome video, pictures in video format. So kind of have your paddleboard off to the side. There we go. And then maybe raise this up a little bit so you can see the water behind me. There we go guys, look at this. This is perfect pictures in video format. So you can do like standing on the border. You can do like, I don't know, sunflowers and just putting them under the water because of my bottom. I can't believe the sun is finally out. It's blue sky. Oh my god. I guess now what I'll do then is here. Let me make sure I don't think my paddleboard was in there. There we go. And then you could just call that paddleboarding with getting ready for the sunshine state again. Because pretty soon I will be down there again, guys. So let me do this one. We'll do the front view. Get the best of both worlds. I could point like this. There we go. Best of both worlds. Sunflowers in the sunshine state, with a hint of, or a reminder, or a way to get through until you're officially back in the sunshine state, which is obviously that too. There's a lot of different things you can play when it comes to, you know, those. Oh my god, guys, so close. So anyhow, now that I know the sun's out, I'm gonna do these videos again. And I'll just do a couple of the videos from earlier. I got a lot stepping up, guys. Holy cow. We don't want to lose any lifts. Jeez. God. So anyhow, guys, let me do now with the sun, like I said, let me do some practice when the sun's out. Hey everyone, your girl is here. So now I'm only down to 50 minutes, so I have to be quick with this. Now I'm going to try my song swim. Obviously, like I said I would. I just edited all of my videos very quickly to get all ready. So without further ado, guys, maybe the songs will help me feel better, and do more with the one with the water. So not too showful today, so that's good. Obviously Miami was a little bit. You know, that was good that I got it down to 50. I did do a couple videos earlier, and I screenshotted them and deleted them already. Those obviously only have 54:02, so I definitely gotta hurry now. It's 1 o'clock. I have over an hour drive back. But anyhow, like I said, I got rid of those right now. So, you know, just me walking down on this curve and everything. I'll just make real short videos. Coming back. I was really surprised and worried about my time, but I did pretty good. Baby steps one at a time. And I wonder if there's a side that I'm better at. So this time I'll try to go into the right-hand side. How I do all the right. Alright. Definitely couldn't paddle like this before. Try this side again. I like how the sun is coming right on it again. I should go. I feel about these heights now. So. I don't like that you guys can't Alright guys, watch it again. And I don't know how much you guys can see of my life. Have anything below me, even though I know that I can. See how I can see. Awesome guys. Rolling right on down here. Hey guys, one more. Here we go. Look at that guy. Perfect. Alright guys, holy cow, that was insane. Had to fix a little lip. Obviously, like I said, this side obviously has it more. It's more prominent on this side. You know, usually, I don't know why, it's always this side, not major. But without further ado, guys, look, a little bit of sun. Amazing, so now I can get some amazing shoots. Keeping the right major in there. Yeah. Crazy, guys. Alright, guys, let's get some shoots. Hey everyone, your girl is here, so we are officially now back here. Look, the butterfly is flying around me. Oh my god, guys, so cute. Oh my god, this is so adorable right now. Obviously, I just pulled in my one more prominent area down there, and no, I will not be starting my swimming with my thongs. I'm going to put on the pink ones. You know, you have to go in order, even when it's so sunshiny and beautiful, and this is a way to, Pennsylvania's tropical paradise. Well, it's not a tropical paradise, but it's you know, almost as clear as water as you can get in Pennsylvania. Almost as clear, almost so clear that you can see bottom, like Miami, party in the city where the heat is on. So anyhow, guys, we're gonna go ahead here. I'm gonna put on my purple or my pink bottoms now, and then I'm going to, now that I got some pictures in video format, and then I'm gonna go ahead here and get on with you guys and continue swimming along. And I will obviously delete my videos from earlier, or I'll just speed up just 2 or 3 different tries that I did. Because, you know, hey, you know, when the sun's out here and you're almost as close as you can get, like I said, you want to, oh my god, they're all flying around my phone. Alright guys, here we go. And I have to watch putting these on. I put these on directly in front of, or I removed my pad, and I was like, oh my god, why am I making more work for myself? Alright guys, now look, it's very wrinkled, it's very good at throwing people off. So feel very happy with putting these on top of them, maybe even adding to the wrinkle. There we go. Alright guys, we are officially on. We basically have them covered up and in line. Let me see exactly where you can see. So it looks like you can see the deepest part. Even if I was out there, we'll just scooch it along just a little bit like that. Alright guys, so here we go. We're gonna go ahead and get some practice now. Here I was just getting ready to end and walk a little bit more, and then the sun's out. So, and the blue sky's out, and just like somewhere on a beach, right? Not quite. Like I said, as close as you can get. It's clear, but you can't see it to the bottom. So, only Florida has that, guys. Such a bummer. Alright guys, so here we go. Looks like it's made to float and not to float. Right. So let me, obviously you can control it. Okay. So if I just swim. Oh geez guys, okay. This is what I do. But I don't think I would have gotten anywhere. Unless I just sit on it. What happens if you just sit on it? Well, let's just cut it out. So let me do what I did to start and just rail it out there. Oh no guys, look, you guys can't see it. It's actually literally turning around right now to the front of the paddleboard. You guys will see it here any second. Oh wait, no, look, now it's on the map. So you guys can see it, I can see it. Alright guys, so that was something good to learn. I still wanna see if that's true. Pop on here and see. So with me on, no guys, it's literally slipped. Guys, that is so weird. Let me take it out here and do it again with you guys. That's good information to know. So if it's on its back, it floats best with the fins. If it's on its front, it floats best with the front, the nose of it going out. decided to get off and jump off. The paddleboard actually goes quite a distance. And that's also another thing to do. You guys can't see it. I'll show it again. It was lost over here. It was way out here. Just listen to that. Right where I crossed. That's where it went. And I literally jumped right here. So it went a good 5 feet. Maybe even almost 10 feet. Like that. So now, we'll end with the biggest test, guys. Alright, guys. Whew. Oh. Guys, that came right on up. Alright, guys, so almost lost my glasses. And the paddleboard. Way over here, guys. You guys can see I fell off there. This is where it was when I last time fell off. I wish I could see. Give me a second, guys. Alright, guys, so the paddleboard ended up the whole way over there. You guys can see, obviously I didn't overreact. I was able to catch my breath. I did a little bit overreacting, just because, you know, I wanted to take a deep breath. I knew that I could have went the whole way without any deep breath. You know, that was a very good first time test. If I'm not going to be doing it with my snorkel stuff, because that's the best way to be able to come back up and breathe, then I'm going to have to get something for these glasses. I don't know how well you guys can see. I'll obviously watch the film. But my hand went like straight for my glasses right away. Or else I don't know what would be happening with me for the rest of the day. So anyhow, guys, I feel very confident, very happy with what I did. You know, I ended it big, like I said that I wanted to, and I did good. So anyhow, guys, I will go ahead and make a celebration video once I get back to my car, and then I will talk to everybody later. Hey everyone, your girl is here, so here I am today. Obviously, I think the rainbow trout, some kind of trout is in there. You see there's one on the left-hand side. There's one right in the big groove there, floating around. See it there? There's definitely some kind of trout. Hey guys, I have no idea what the heck happened to my clamp that I had. So tonight, since my old place is still mine for a little bit, and I was obviously down at my old place with my tripod yesterday. Jeez, Alyssa, get it together. Obviously yesterday I was, you know, there getting, you know, some GoPro wildflowers. So I don't know if I took it off and, you know, but I mean, there's a chance, right? Very slim chance. I probably misplaced it. I think actually last night I put it in front of my binky. I don't know why I just didn't put it in the tripod bag. Oh, because my tripod bag was in my car getting ready. The only thing I had to put in this morning was, obviously my paddleboard, you know, and obviously last night I filled it up, because you guys saw last time I was here, I only took the paddleboard and the inflator. So obviously I think that it was right there on my table. That's probably exactly where it is. So sadly I can't use the tripod for anything but the GoPro, and I was hoping to use the GoPro to do just a real slight snorkel in the narrow passage there. But again, what a blonde moment, Alyssa. So I don't know where my tripod actual selfie stick is though. And you guys saw that I had it here last time. Oh, there goes those rainbows. I wonder what they eat, guys. Like, I wonder what they're eating. But anyhow, you guys can see I was all ready too. I had my waterproof phone case to put on top of the tripod, and it just wasn't working, guys. So today, my combos are the pink ones and the sunflower ones, purple and sunset. Jeez, Melissa. So obviously my GoPro, I'll probably just put on top of the tripod today. Today, though, I'm also gonna not have you guys over there. And I put all my stuff here, and I hid in honk honk underneath the green leaf, by the way. You know, you have to strategically place things when you're alone as a girl, just in case, because it's easier for someone to come here. It's next to impossible way up there, or even way over there, and then come down there fast. You're going to slip and fall and hurt yourself, right, before you would be able to kidnap me or anything like that. So obviously I strategically hid everything there. I also have my pink ones too. I might put them over the sunflower too. But anyhow, guys, you know, my goals for today now that I've covered the fish and my mistakes, and where I'm going to have you guys. So my goals for today is to have my paddle be the whole length, be able to stand up for more than 10 seconds, you know, because last time it was only like 4 seconds at the most, so stand up for 10 seconds, and then obviously work on falling off with the ankle bracelet, that safety thing, and seeing which one I like more. I know obviously the people in Florida didn't have their safety thing. They also could have, because I think they only went off a little bit, and then I saw them get back on, but I don't really remember. I was more focused on snorkeling, and enjoying snorkeling, having a very fun time at Key West and Fort Beach. So anyhow, guys, I did want to show you guys this, and I don't like how, you know, it used to not, like, you could just, you know, pop that off. It's recommended is 0 to 15. I have it right around 10. But I don't know why, whenever you take it off, it shoots up all the air. So you almost have to go like a little bit extra. Oh. There we go. Okay, so you almost have to do that, and I'll show you guys why I just did that. Let me find a way to get you guys up here. I might pause you until I can, saving myself some time. There was that dang gnat. Anyhow, guys, so I finally found a place. Let me get up now and show it to you. So as soon as you pop this off, you have to be really, really quick with it. Just watch. It just automatically shoots up everything. So you have to get ready with this. And then... now, it didn't appear like it took out that much. But anyhow, guys, there you go. That's why I hate that thing. So now, geez. Alright, let me go ahead and wet my hair so it's out of my face for my first time. And then I will have the GoPro on the tripod. Let me actually pause to hear again. Hey everyone, your girl is here. Here is that fish again. Finally, you know, time to roll. I don't know why I was literally so silly. I had, you know, all the legs up, and then I tried to squeeze just these two together, and then have one, you know, and have you guys in between when the two legs meet. And I tried to lower it a little bit. You guys can see I dug, hoping to put 2 big rocks, you know, or 3 big rocks on the single long prong. And obviously that didn't work. And then I looked in my safety bag because I knew I had to get out my, and then look, I found these. So I was thinking about putting you guys low, but then boom, you open up that, and you don't need to be crooked or sideways or anything like that. It just happens. So I don't know what the heck my issue was, guys. But I'm finally ready. So let's start by getting my, the long part of my, actual paddle. So let me go ahead and pause it again. Geez, guys, look at them. There's 4 of them in there. You know what I'm gonna do, guys? I'm gonna get you guys in that waterproof case and let's stick it under. Just wait. Alright, guys, I have you in there, so I'm gonna. Obviously, this won't be as good as the GoPro, but wait until they get out here and then walk on in. Last time I went in, they all kind of shot out. Oh, guys, it flipped around. I really hope you guys got to see it. They definitely were rainbow trout. You could see the nice little pink line. So let me go ahead and end this film, make sure I actually got it. They're probably not coming back now, though, but you guys get the point. So let me, and then I'll be right back with you guys. We're almost there. Surely there's a better way to do this, even with contracted. So I could breathe better. Obviously, I could breathe better, but you know, I don't have any fish goggles, so I'll just have on this if I fall. Guys, that was not good at all. You know, I can always just close my eyes if I fall, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. Because I'm just not ready yet for. Guys, now that I am officially ready, it didn't work that well with having the goggles on, as you guys literally just saw. Just focus on the deeper wave for now. Right? So, go to the left, get back out there, right? This is good on mobility and maneuvering. Really give it a minute. Really far. Oh yeah, guys. Look how far out I went now. Oh, sweet. Through. Obviously, I don't have an issue if I fell in. Like, I'm so confident. I literally just fell off yesterday or 3 days ago here. So now I'm docked and I can't do anything. So if you get in that bind, just put goggles in hand. Alright guys, this is good. Good like I said. So, big travel this up. Right, and then flip the paddleboard around to do an abrupt stop. And push yourself away. And then we'll do a deep sharp to the right. Right about now. Okay, no, that's right. You're getting there. You're getting there. Alright guys, I'm liking this a lot. I'll just keep doing this guy on my or on me. start to struggle too. Right? Alright guys, we're going to slam on the brakes again. Alright guys, we're really getting this. I really want to. Alright guys, we're in the groove. And big propel forward right after the groove. Just like that guy. Holy cow! Hit my 5 button, but clearly I do. So I obviously have it here. I don't really know where it's supposed to go. I don't know if it's supposed to go in the back over there. But I'm going to try it first in the middle. So I had to fool around with it for a little bit. It looks like it only expands to this. Winds around you, around the foot, like, you know, it looks like it would actually be beneficial to you to bring it back to you. I'm going to go ahead here and hop up. Obviously, like you guys saw, it, you know, just having a snorkel wasn't good for me right today. So I'm going to hop up here and fall off where I'll be, you know, keep touching the ground and just kind of see how it feels. See kind of where the paddleboard goes and all of that. So, just start up here. Come on, Alyssa. Do not mess this up. You literally just put in all this hard work. Do not mess it up. Guys, I mean, holy cow, look at that. Nothing bad really happened. And I really like this, honestly. I really like it there in the middle. Now let me try to stand up. I think you can bring it all the way around. Like, yeah. I try to stand up now with it. That was from a sitting position. Jeez, guys, that was great. The only thing is you know, keep this in your arm. And wait for that nice, perfect shade rolling through. There we go. Oh, yeah. No, not quite. I'm waiting for that sun to come back through and hit my forehead. Fully hit my forehead. Anyhow, guys, so like I said, I guess I can do my celebration video now. Obviously, very, very excited with my progress. Next time, I will bring my glasses, and I will get some rope or something to tie around like the back half of the frames. So maybe some sticky Velcro like that, and then just have it at the very back of the arms, or in a little bit from the very back of the arms, and do some stuff there. Obviously, I'm getting it now. Very excited. So, you know, do that, and then, you know, feel more confident falling in. I did really, really good. You guys saw, even going the opposite way, right? Like, it's like nothing, right? It's not like super, super hard, because it's like swimming, right? Whether you're, you know, whether you swim from the left-hand side of something to the right, or the right to the left, within reason, right? It's not like I'm trying to avoid a shark or an alligator. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not one of those things where it's harder, right? Like, it's obviously harder to do your signature, right, with your opposite hand. So it's not something like that when it comes to left or right. So I fell off to the right, fell off to the left, and did very, very well. And then obviously, you know, those paddles way in the deepest, most part of that was amazing. I was very, very happy with that. I actually might put my GoPro on my tripod and just stick the tripod completely down in there and just see like what's down in there. And if I do, I will post this video that at the very end. So see, now it's more on my forehead. Ooh, right there, perfect, perfect shade, perfect lighting. Oh my god, guys. I'm trying to think of where that road is. But I don't think it goes the whole way up through there. I don't know. I know obviously I follow the stream up and around and then I get to Rock Run. So anyhow, guys, regardless, amazing, you know, slam on the brakes, right? Amazing, forward, amazing, still, even when I went out of range and I was over here and there's not much water, I still exceeded, you know, expectations. So overall, guys, I am just very, very happy, with my progress, like you couldn't believe. So ready for Florida. So obviously all of the tire marks are there. You just have to go out. And you guys can obviously see the trail. That's obviously here. Sadly, I won't have a first time. You know, so I'm sorry, I won't have a fall time, you know, and then a last time, meaning the last time in fall. So I guess I can do an official welcome start. So do a little welcome. So do my nice little welcome pose. Obviously that's exactly how I had my photos not too long ago. You guys remember, in the fall time. So do one final last exploration out here. Oh geez, something died, guys. Oh. God, what died, guys? They probably threw it out here in the sinkhole. Let me see if cardinal nest is here. The cardinal nest here. Oh, no cardinal nest. That thrasher is still up there. I can't see anything dead, guys, but I can definitely smell it. So we'll see one final check on the storms and what the storms did. See what the storms did. Well, this is new. This tree right here. This tree falling. That's new. Guys, wait for him. Guys, is that them mating? Is that how squirrels mate? Just kind of wind up in a ball like that? They literally fell out of the tree. Just wait for it, guys. They'll come up. You guys can see. So it looks like that was the start. Or no, they turned around this way. Hold on. So, okay, so there's one. There's one. But you can see the little curve and bend over there. So did they come over and then come down this way a little bit? I have no idea how they tried to turn around or what they were doing. But like I said, other people do come out here too. You guys, I don't know where they went. But that was so weird. Like, you guys heard that too. It's like a thud.
Jeez, guys, it's running like a freaking animal. Well, obviously a squirrel is an animal. You guys get the point. That thing's going crazy. So nothing new out here. I guess I can do a final, this is where, this is where I saw the deer last year in the corn, or my first deer. And I said, deer in the cornfields is coming up. Yeah, remember I was like right here. And then I squatted down, but I didn't get down fast enough. And then you guys remember? Oh geez, wait. See, look, now it finally does it. There. Then over there. Oh my god. And then it got in between these two trees, specifically, I remember. In between these two trees, it was out there. And it turned this way, and it saw me. And if I would have known that it could have seen me, I would have ducked down there in that groove over there. Or even went down in that groove back there. But whenever it comes to times like that, there's not much time to react. Came from way up there, maybe. I don't know. So we're not picking wildflowers, but we'll be picking wild berries. We'll pick one, we'll eat it, and then I will head home. Because my gram actually did text me. Gonna go ahead and sneak away for a couple of hours. You and me, baby. Picking wildflowers. I know all the nice little exit points along this way. Ew. Oh, jeez. Watch out, Alyssa. Oh, guys, look at all of these berries getting ready. Look at all of them, guys. Holy cow, guys. This is going to be prime berry picking this year. Oh. Alright guys, walk down to here, and then we'll be done. These ones are just starting. Oh my god, guys, look at all these. Oh my god, guys, look, a couple of them. Oh my god, guys, they're ready. Oh my god. Hate it when it always thinks that I touch the very bottom right hand side of the screen. It doesn't put the... Alright guys, here we go. First and only picking wildflowers. I'm sure there's places near my new place. I would just have to find them. You better stay down. I'm gonna stomp on your face. Here we go. Oh my god, guys. You better stay your ass down. I'm gonna stand on your face. Look at it. Right there, right in front of me. Better stay your ass down. Oh, get the hair out. Oh. Oh. Oh my god, guys, I could eat these all day. I'm gonna eat another one. Oh my god. I'm almost like damn inhaling these things. They're that good. I'm gonna call this Dracula, not Dracula and his friends, but I'm eating like a monster, right? I'm doing the berry mash, and I'll catch on in a flash. And anybody else who tries to eat here will also catch on in a flash. Ah, get away! That bee didn't want me there. He was pissed. Alright guys, so I will call it a quits here for today. Go back to my old place, visit with my gram, who's there right now, and go from there. Anyhow guys, talk to you later. Anyhow guys, that signals me doing so amazing, and this is just such a small baby step. But the baby steps are becoming much easier every single time. So now I can build on the steps, and that ripple effect will be felt way down further south. You guys see that I tried to make it like Pennsylvania and then Florida, and obviously Florida is just a little bit, well, it's not directly south from like the middle of Pennsylvania. It's more directly south from like the West Virginia, Maryland line going straight down. Depending on what part of Florida too you want to get to. But anyhow guys, what an amazing run here I've had today. Now that it's officially 1:30, now I definitely need to get going. Because I obviously have to help my grandma with just a little bit more things yet. So anyhow guys, feel so happy with my progress. Anyhow guys, talk to you later.